Today, let's go over the new Star Wars trilogy and actor Mark Hamill. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Solo: A Star Wars Story is due this May, with Star Wars Episode 9 releasing in December of 2019, and after that we have a couple of anthology films following after Star Wars Episode 9. This is when Rian Johnson's new trilogy comes into play. It will be released at some point in time in the 2020s. However, in a recent interview, Rian Johnson was talking about his new trilogy as we went over yesterday. However, today we will be going over Mark Hamill's response to Rian Johnson's new trilogy. And this is what Mark Hamill had to say about his feelings of the upcoming trilogy. He states, "That's the challenge," he acknowledged. "You want to have all the elements that identify them as Star Wars films, with the action and the special effects and the characters and the humor. I hope they don't lose the humor, although Rogue One was obviously pretty serious, but have the things that people want in a Star Wars film, but then push the envelope as best as you can and make as many different kinds of movies as you can." So that was Mark Hamill's response to Rian Johnson's new trilogy. And as you can see in the beginning of this statement, he says you want to have all the elements that identify them as Star Wars films. So I know that Rian Johnson, as we went over yesterday, is trying to recapture the magic with the original trilogy in his new trilogy in the Star Wars universe. Now, I don't know if that's quite possible. I don't know if anybody out there can, create a lightning in a bottle again. It's a real hard task to complete, quite honestly, because Star Wars back in the 70s and the 80s was just a new thing in on itself, right? It's something that people have never seen before. I mean, mixing, science fiction and humor and all these different action scenes and inspirations from World War II. I mean, it was the perfect blend that really made it unique. And I'm not quite sure exactly what Rian Johnson will do to recapture that magic. And as we went over yesterday as well, is that is the big challenge for Rian's new trilogy, is recapturing that original feel of the original trilogy, such as A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. So Mark Hamill going over, his response to Rian's new trilogy. It seems like Mark Hamill is looking forward to it. He's just hoping that everything that Rian Johnson does is essentially Star Wars and it keeps all the elements intact. Now, I know that there have been a lot of rumors out there that it could very well be placed in a new galaxy. I'm not so much for that idea, guys. I feel like that we should stay in our galaxy, the one that we are all familiar with in all the Star Wars movies, and maybe explore like these spots that we have never seen before, like the unknown regions, or maybe introduce the Yuzong Vong War. That would be stunning. Or maybe do, underworld stuff, maybe go over to Coruscant and do a lot of things on the gritty sides of the city. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.